Hi YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Aion. Alright, so we are now at level 5 with this character, Sloanedru. I don't know how I come up with these names. I kind of look up names online for baby names and meanings and stuff, and then I just kind of mash together some things. And I think I couldn't find anything for girls' names regarding gunslingers and that kind of thing. Well, makes sense, right? So I think I ended up with a mashup of different meanings for a warrior.
Have you business with me?
So she's here. She's got some quests to turn in, and then there's going to be a bunch more questing, and then another area that she's going to be heading off to pretty shortly to do some questing in. And if you see any anything where it looks like I'm kind of jumping ahead with the editing, that's primarily because I'm also trying to level up her gathering skill, and so she stops and picks flowers a lot. And I definitely kind of cut all that out because it takes forever to gather all the flowers for the skill up and everything. Like there's the young Asfa or whatever, and I just kind of skipped over that because I'm like, you know, she's just sitting there like grabbing at things and stuff, and it's kind of boring. So I'm definitely skipping over that kind of thing. In the future, she'll be doing things like what's called essence tapping. So instead of picking the flowers, she's actually going to suck the essence out of things, and so in that case, I may record a couple of those initial essence tappings, and then the more interesting ones are the aether tappings, where they have to. But this is after they get their wings and they can fly, and they're full-on devas, and they actually have to fly up in the air. And there's these rocks that kind of float in the air called. I think they're either I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to be pronounced, but you have to extract the aether from these rocks and stuff, and it's supposed to be for higher level devas and stuff. You kind of need it for different things, so we'll eventually see her start doing that. If I remember correctly, with my other character, she started doing that about around level 20 or so. I do like the fact that with right now we're on the fast track server, so we're now leveling up about twice as fast as we normally would. So I can get through a lot of this stuff a lot faster than normal, which is really good. I mean, it's fun. I still definitely don't feel like I'm missing any part of the content. But I'm definitely going faster, and I think ultimately that's a good thing, because it seemed to take forever to level up in this game when I first started playing it. Much longer than it did in World of Warcraft. Of course, in World of Warcraft, they definitely improved and speeded up or sped up the leveling and everything. And for this game, I think it makes sense because they're now expanding the max level of the game and stuff, just like they did in World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was originally level 60, now it's up to level 90. With the next expansion, there's rumors they're going to go all the way up to 100 rather than just to 95. So it would, if that game still took as long to level as it did back in the original vanilla days for World of Warcraft, it would just take forever. I think people will get bored, and I think that's why a lot of these games are now kind of increasing the speed at which you level. Even though, like I said with the last episode, it's kind of nice that they give you this option where you don't have to do the fast track if you don't want to. You can do it the old slow way if you want to. Alright, so here I'm just kind of taking a look at some of the things I have in my inventory, see if there's anything worthy of putting on or anything. And I was like, nope. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into the next questing area. There we go. I just kind of skipped over. I picked a bunch of flowers along the way, so I'm like, okay, we're skipping all of that. Plus, it was kind of a long run, so there's no point watching her just kind of running endlessly here. Alright, so here we have, so this is what my quests were taking me to here, so I can drop that off. Here you can see cutscene
Deep in the
where
forest,
you have to confront this old witch,
an old fortune teller lives there, and some say her
And,
visitors don't return.
figure out what she's done with Ray. Ray is the daughter of the kind of the commander of the raiders that I'm kind of a member of now. They're a bunch of mercenaries, and that's kind of what she's associated with right now is this mercenary band. And Ray is the daughter of the head of the mercenaries. So we're tasked to find her.
Goodbye.
All right. So I got all that dropped off. Now I still have one more quest to pick up behind her there. And you can see some other players in the area, and I must have been I must have been taking a break here, and I'm just kind of standing around. So there we go. Sorry. I get distracted sometimes when I'm playing, and I don't always. I miss editing out some of these bits. So sorry about that. All right, so we'll do that. Kill some bugs, and I decide to go after the Sliffin and not the Sparkies. I think the Sparkies are cute, and I don't like to kill them if I can help it. The gooey Sliffin or Sylphin are, well, they're gooey, right? Okay, and that transition there is actually basically I'd stopped playing, and I came back after a few days, so I'm still back in the same area, and I'm like, okay, now what was I doing? There we go. Now we're on the hunt, and also going towards the witch's hut as well. But in the meantime, might as well take out some of these gooey Sylphin and other things that I'm supposed to be going after. I do like her ranged ability. It seems pretty powerful. She seems to be taking down these guys. Of course, you can see the difficulty level of the creatures you're attacking based on the color of the name above their heads. So right now they're kind of like an off-white, and those are pretty easy to take out. If they're yellow, they're more difficult. If they're red, they're very difficult, if not impossible to do. Oh, and then there's orange, I think, is out. So you've got like the off-white, yellow, orange, red, and the reds are like, don't bother. It's going to be too difficult. And then you'll also see gray. Gray basically means not only is it easy, but you get no experience for that kill at all. So these guys will still give experience, but they're just super easy to do. And then finally, you'll also see, like in the background on the upper left there, and we're out of range now, but you can see here the rivets and everything, and they're green. And basically anything that's green you cannot attack. They're quote unquote friendly, and so you can't attack them. So that's what the different colors mean. Okay, so she's now talking to the witch about the missing girl, and the witch apparently dealt with her. Uh-oh. Oh, and if I don't give you enough time to read all this, feel free to pause and if you want to read what's going on here. Okay, so she wants me to kill these Whitefoot Daru, and then she'll tell me what happened to the girl, so I'm like, okay. I also need these Snufflers, so that's why I'm not attacking a Daru right away. Because I've got several quests going on, so I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and get these Snufflers and these Sliffin, and then we'll get some Daru along the way. And just I've got a bunch of kill quests now, so I might as well just kind of run around and I'm just kind of looking and seeing where the blue circles in the map are basically where the area is with the things I need to go after and hunt and things. Like these Sylphin. I keep wanting to call them Sliffin, but... Alright, and there's some Daru back there, so I think I might as well start taking those out. Although apparently I got distracted again. Anytime you see me like not doing anything in the game, it's probably because I got distracted. And usually I try to edit that stuff up, but I do miss that because I don't I don't actually rewatch this minute for minute until I actually record the voiceover, so sorry about that. Alright, so let's get some more Daru over here. They look like a combination between a kangaroo and a ram, actually, which is interesting. But, you know, this is supposed to be an alien planet, so even if they are kind of somewhat human, the main, the dominant species on the planet. Although the, yes, and we just picked up a quest item from that thing that we killed. So here we go, we'll take a look at that, the old scroll. And I'll just accept it. We need to go to the Daru Spring and retrieve the old axe. And we'll see what happens there. Oh yeah, and if I had kept reading that scroll, I think there was other information on the scroll. I would have learned about the old axe and the thief in the spring and everything, and it would have told me how to complete the quest properly. However, I've done this before, so I'm not going to read through it. But if you want to know, you know, so as I'm going through and trying to kill some other stuff along the way, basically there was a thief who found an axe by the spring, picked it up, and it fell into the spring. And this old mysterious stranger pops up and asks him, "So, you know, is this the axe you lost?" And it's a golden axe. And the guy's like, you know, "Oh, gold. Yes, that's the axe, you know." So basically he's, you know, and then here's a silver axe, and here's, yeah, and he claims all of them were his axe, and, you know, he's caught in a lie about it and everything. And I forget exactly what happened to that guy, but ultimately, you know, he's caught in a lie, and so he doesn't get any of the axes in the long run. And so basically when you get offered the same set of questions from this strange guy who lives in the spring, you basically need to say, "No, not the golden one. No, not the silver one. Yes, the old rusty iron one." And then you'll see what happens after that. So here we go. Here's the spring. And I have another sylphin to kill while I'm at it. Oh, and you'll notice that I've actually changed clothes too. I think I was talking over the fact that I had gone ahead and changed, I put on some new items that I had picked up. So she now has this kind of skirt looking thing. Yeah, so there's the axe. Let's go ahead and pick it up. You know, it's just a nice old, rusty old iron axe. Whoopsie! There goes into the spring. And here comes the guy. Talk with Gunghelm, the enigmatic old man.
Make it quick.
Alright, so here we go. We have to answer the questions. Is it the golden axe? No. Is it the silver axe? No. Come on, there we go. No. Is it the iron one? Yes, that's it. I'm being honest. I get rewarded. Yay. Moral of the story: always be honest and you will be rewarded. Or something of that nature. I do believe honesty is the best policy, though. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap this episode up at this point. We've just kind of seen this cute little side quest and everything, and you will all find out what happened to Ray next week. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, thank you, take care, bye-bye.